place here because like I want to be like just to preface this, I want to be as open. Like I have this thing where I ref like, it kind of comes out of being in a band, but also like being a telemarketer at one point in time in my life. I hate any point in time where you have to try to be someone that's not yourself. So anybody who meets me and talks to anything, talks to me about anything, I can guarantee you, and Trevor can probably attest to this, that the version you're getting of me is identical to the version you'll get in real life. I just don't have, I, when I have that switch, like when you really pissed about how you performed on stage and you get off and you have to be nice to everybody who thinks you did great, you, it feels so unnatural to me. So I've made a decision a long time ago to like just be the whatever version of me that is right now is right now, and I have no apologies because it's a really good test to friends as well. If you don't like this, then you don't like me, and if you don't like me, then whatever, fuck off. I don't care. Like so,
Yeah,
um,
I like it better when you're genuine, which you always pretty much are genuine. Like you're never gonna
yeah, yeah.
bullshit. It's always straight shooter. So
I just don't see any point in not being genuine. Um, I just have nothing to prove. I just don't. I mean, and maybe it's like an age or wisdom thing or something. I don't know. I don't think I'm anywhere near wisdom, but I think I've acquired. I don't know. I don't know. My XP on wisdom is maybe
Well, that could
quarter.
probably be a testament to your success as well, though. You know what I mean? Because I do feel that way. I work in the business environment as well as Trev, and it's sometimes you just get that level of authenticity from people where you're able to know that it's 100%. And it's one of those things where it's like, even if I'm dealing with a TM, I can tell when somebody's being real with me, face to face, as opposed to blowing smoke up my ass, for lack of a better word. And I think when you have that level of authenticity, it allows you to succeed a little more. Because like you said, people can see through the bullshit, man.
well, that's a big thing.
Oh
That's a
God,
big
yeah.
thing with Sam though. Like where he has the ability to say no really, really well, which is cool. But he says it in the way of like, this is why it's a no.
Yeah.
And he's genuine about it as opposed to just blowing you off and saying some bullshit made up
I'll get
thing.
back to you.
Yeah, but here it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And this is why. But maybe later I'll think about that. Like, which is fine. That's a cool way. And I know that all other people that do business with him think the same way.
Yeah,
So.
straightforwardness, dude, and honesty like that in situations like that, it kills all.
Well, thank you guys for inflating my ego. Now let me deflate it for a little bit.
Yeah, deflate
Um,
away.
the uh, so did, I'm only going this far back because I feel it's necessary to answer your question, and I'm not somebody who has short answers because I don't believe there are very many of them. But uh, so I was, I guess I don't know. I don't really remember a whole lot prior to being 10 years old, other than being an only child, spending a lot of time playing by myself. We lived in bad neighborhoods, um, maybe a local, maybe a neighbor friend here or there, but like we moved a lot too, which is kind of like something that happens when you're poor. And uh, when I was right before my 10th birthday, I was put in a like a mental institute, basically. I mean, like a hospital. I was put in a hospital facility because I was having behavioral problems at school, and um,
Like, what specifically were you doing? Because I mean, there might be parents that are listening or whatever that their kids might be doing the same shit. So, like, what were you doing exactly? Like, were you starting fires? Were you getting in fights? What were you doing? So,
no, I wasn't starting fires. And I wasn't particularly violent or anything either. That came later. Um, the man. So I was just never. I could never see a good reason to do things I didn't want to do. I mean,
A little bit of carelessness.
not carelessness. I would say actually like abundance of care, but where I didn't have care, I gave no fucks.
was it a drive thing? Like, you had no drive to do anything, or you just didn't have a drive to be like to do anything anybody told you to do, type of thing?
Neither. Though I developed later in life probably what you'd consider like an anti-authoritarian kind of complex to some degree, but at that point in time, no, it was I just found everything. mundane and boring. And I, I I really wanted challenging tasks. I really wanted something that challenged me. And then, and anybody who's ever gotten into trouble in school, at that age, or at least in that time frame, I don't know what it's like now. My daughter doesn't go to a school that kind of does that sort of stuff, so I can't even relate in that regard as a parent. But in that time frame, I remember if you stood out in a certain way, um, and I would say, yeah, I mean, I guess some of that's anti-authoritarian. Um, you weren't, you were put on kind of like this permanent list, this permanent record. I mean, it followed me all the way through high school. I mean, I remember leaving my high school and just remember thinking, God damn it.